Good morning and time for question of the day. So today's question, I'm going to read it here off of my laptop. Um, Good morning. My sister and I gave my parents a puppy that they had wanted. She is very active and a handful, but a wonderful dog. As she got older and more attached to my mom, she has become very aggressive to visitors. She's Australian Shepherd, hasn't quite bitten anyone, but she has nipped them. So a nip is a bite. But then again, with a lot of the herding dogs, cattle dogs, Australian Shepherds, mostly healers, Border Collies, they nip. That's their thing. That's kind of what they were bred for, to nip heels of cattle, sheep, whatever that they are herding, but still. Anyway, that's an aside, not an excuse. Okay, she nipped them, barks uncontrollably, and shows her teeth as they get closer. She is great once she warms up to you, but her initial reaction is what worries me. Please help. All right, so great question, and I wanted to do a video on this because I think this is a common issue and can hopefully help a lot of people that are dealing with some sort of possessiveness, almost guarding their person as a resource. People say, "Oh, my dog's protective of me," and it's a little more. I usually wouldn't call it protective. It's more of a controlling thing. Looking, dogs looking at you as their resource. They own you. You're a possession of theirs. It could be have some basis in some fear, possibly, of unknown people. But no matter what the root cause is there, it just it's dangerous. It's dangerous behavior, and it's not fun for anybody. And it's very unhealthy for the dog to be in that state of mind, to be reactive like that, and have that level of like stress and anxiety. So, first off, I would ask, how much structure is in the dog's life? Structure just meaning how much are you controlling and guiding the dog during your daily routine. Does the dog have free roam of the house? How much access does it have to furniture, to people? I would imagine, I'm going to go out on a limb here and pretty much guess that the dog is allowed into your mom's personal space all the time. She's probably close to your mom, hanging out. Probably way too much affection is given and way too much access to personal space, way too much access to freedom about the house, furniture, those sorts of things. All of that stuff lead to a dog that kind of feels like it has the right, it can, and it needs to protect, defend, guard, own people, its people, and its home. So that would be the first thing, is to start adding massive amounts of structure to that dog's life, controlling space, no more free roaming around the house. It needs to be no more free access to me as a person, not coming up, getting in my space, pushing in, being close to me on their terms. If I call the dog over to me is a different story, but no, just coming up and being in my space, because that's kind of like they're claiming you. So I'd be really looking out for that going on. Often, like, our dogs come up and lean on us and want to get pets, affection, interaction, And if your dog's, fine and well behaved, then that's fine. But if they're not, you need to really look at that and not allow that to happen. The dog does not have free access to my personal space, and it's not going to come demand attention from me. I'm going to control space a lot. The dog's not going to be having access to the furniture. It's not going to be having access to just roam around the house as it wants. It's going to have a lot of structure, which is me telling the dog where it needs to be and what it needs to be doing throughout the day. That's a good place to start for all that. That's going to give your dog a better, be in a better state of mind, not feeling like it can or it has to control the situation. That doesn't have to control its environment. You have to take total control of the environment. So that's a great place to start, is making sure all of those things are in check. And then also, when people come over, have your dog either kenneled in his crate or on a leash on its bed. Control the space so the dog does not rush to the door or rush to your guests that come in. Just take control of that dog's access to all those things. So anyway, that is a start, and then there's a lot of places to go from there, a lot more things to work on, but that is a good foundational start to get those things under control, and then we can start addressing the actual issues of the dog's behavior with the strangers. But you're gonna eliminate a lot of that by creating that structure in your dog's life. The dog's not going to really have the opportunity to practice that kind of behavior. If their movement and free roaming and access to you and access to space in the home is controlled by you. So anyway, I hope that is helpful, and we can talk more about this later. All right, thanks for watching.